Hey everybody, it's me, Marquita,
And I'm Gary.
and we are here. Here, put it towards you, Gary. To do. Hold on. Where's your thingy? Hold on, guys. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Hold on for a sec. Nope. Okay. Are we recording? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. We are here. Hold on. Show people. To because hold on for 1 second, guys.
You do.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Work with us.
We're trying to get the right video up. Hold on.
Okay. Let me make sure. Yep, still recording. Okay. Shoot. No. Gary, please deal with your phone. Okay. Now.
I don't know what it's doing.
Well, I'm trying to show the video. I'm trying to show.
I don't see the one that you... That's...
Not the video, Gary.
Okay, sorry, people.
That's not what it is.
It pulled up the wrong thing, didn't it?
No, this.
Okay.
Okay. That's gonna be all messed up now.
Right.
Okay, go ahead, read it.
Okay.
Make sure we're still recording. Yep, we are.
Okay. It says, the false peace of the Antichrist through the world government.
Now, we're doing this because of the video that we're about to show you. Okay.
Yeah. In the end times, Christian revelation teaches that the world will not last forever. One day, God will put an end to the terrestrial world. The church does not know the date of this event. Only God, the Father, knows. But as for that day and hour, nobody knows it. Neither the angels of heaven nor the Son, no one but the Father alone. Jesus Christ, however, left us with many prophecies that are clear enough to allow us to understand the unfolding of what will precede the end times. These are called the signs of the times. Before his second and final coming on Judgment Day, Jesus Christ will have prepared the hearts of men through a series of events. Is there any official text from the Catholic Church about this event preceding the end time? Yes, it can be found in the recent Catechism of the Catholic Church. I'm sorry if I damaged that word. I'm sorry. Issued in 1992. Paragraph 675 to 677.
Yeah, I want you to read this specific thing.
Okay, and this is what it says. Before Christ's second coming, the church must pass through a final trial that will shake the faith of many believers. According to Luke 18:8, but when the Son of Man comes, will he find any faith on earth? And Matthew 24:12 says, and with the increase of lawlessness, love in most people will grow cold. The persecution that accompanies her pilgrimage on earth, Luke 21:12 and John 15:19 through 20, will unveil the mystery of iniquity in the form of a religious deception following men in apparent solution to their problems at a price of apostasy from the truth. The supreme religious deception is that of the Antichrist, a pseudo Masonicism by which man glorifies himself in place of God and of his Messiah come in the flesh.
Does that sound familiar? August the 21st, 2019. Does that sound familiar?
Okay. The Antichrist deception already begins to take shape in the world every time the claim is made to realize within history that messianic hope, which can only be realized beyond history through the eschatological judgment. I'm sorry, these are big words for me. I don't know them. The church has rejected even modified forms of this falsification of the kingdom to come under the name of millenarianism, specifically the intrinsically perverse political form of a secular messianism. The church will enter the glory of the kingdom only through this final Passover, when she will follow her Lord in his death and resurrection. Revelation 19, 1 through 9. The kingdom will be filled then not by a historic triumph of the church through a progressive ascendancy, but only by God's victory over the final unleashing of evil, which will cause his bride to come down from heaven. Revelation 13, 8, 27 through 10, and 21, 2 and 4. 2 to 4. God's triumph over the revolution of evil will take the form of the last judgment after the final cosmic upheaval of this passing world.
Revelation
2012, then part 2, 3, 12 through 13.
Now, he read that for this specific video.
U.S. and Taliban negotiators met in Qatar Thursday for peace talks aimed at ending America's longest war. Imtiaz Tayeb sat down with the Taliban's top spokesman, who insists that the group wants peace.
We are here on the 9th round of talks between the Taliban and the U.S. Many hope this is the last round and that you will come with some sort of agreement. But when 2 U.S. soldiers die on the eve of those talks, certainly that has an impact on how you move forward, no?
Yes, I think it should have a positive impact.
A positive impact?
Yes, that it is very necessary to put an end to the war. Because if the war continues, there will be bloodshed and destruction and loss for both sides. So it is necessary for that to put an end to the war.
Something President Trump wants, and something that seems to be a sticking point between your side and the U.S., is the role of intelligence agents on the ground in Afghanistan. Will there be any kind of deal reached that will include U.S. intelligence agents in Afghanistan?
No, if there are intelligence agents or troops, they are part of the occupation.
Over the weekend, a horrific suicide bombing at a wedding hall in Kabul left 80 people dead.
Such incidents which take place, there is some accusation and allegation against the Afghan Kabul administration.
So you're saying
this is
elements within the current Afghan government are supporting ISIS in Afghanistan to destabilize any kind of agreement or any kind of Taliban role in any kind of future of Afghanistan.
Yeah.
It's a very serious allegation.
This is, yes, it is not, it is an open secret.
The U.S. invaded Afghanistan in 2011 because of the Taliban's refusal to hand over Osama bin Laden, who orchestrated the 9/11 attacks. Are you prepared to break ties with Al Qaeda?
We are ready to help you to bring about the real culprit.
And what did you say about that, Garrett?
I don't remember.
It was, I forgot what it was.
Well, anyway, yeah, because it goes along with the false peace. It's going to appear that we're slowly getting peace through this because we've been in war so long with the Taliban and all those different ones in ISIS. ISIS, over 2 or 3 months ago, basically said they were declaring peace with us and weren't going to be attacking anymore. And he's saying that now they're supporting ISIS, so it's like a false peace. Everybody's like, they've kind of ignored ISIS.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
We're back.
Anyway, but it just goes along with showing that the peace that's starting to show up, like peace with North Korea, all these different places, it's false. They're not. It's not really going on. If you think it is, it's not. And it's biblical. It's supposed to be that way, and we've just got to be prepared for it. And you can tell the way he's talking, it's not really a peace. They're wanting a peace talk, but they're not.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's go back to see what he's got to say.
So who's the real culprit behind that?
That was not known. Who? Still, it is not known. Who was behind
It's Al
that?
Qaeda. They claimed responsibility.
No, if there is a proof given to us, we are ready to try him in an Islamic trial.
We know what an Afghan government looked like prior to the U.S. invasion in 2001. When it comes to women, women weren't allowed to leave the house. They weren't allowed to get educated. They weren't allowed to work. They had to wear the full burqa if they were in public.
That is the culture of Afghan people. That was not imposed on the Afghan women by Taliban or the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan.
But the fact of the matter is, under the Taliban, up until 2001, women were severely restricted in their day-to-day lives. Now, you may say it's Afghan culture, but the reality is that in a city like Kabul today, women are a part of parliament, women have jobs, they run businesses, they are entrepreneurs. What guarantees can you give that to women in Afghanistan that this will continue, but be better under the Taliban? Can you make that guarantee?
First, we are not against the education of women and their work, but only we want that they should do this in an Islamic veil or hijab.
Women will have equal rights under the Taliban.
These are the Islamic laws, but they should also observe the hijab Islamic, because we are different culture. So they will not have any problem with that.
Finally,
You hear
You hear him
him
getting angry?
He's getting mad because he knows that they're not wanting peace. He knows that basically he's being Trump. He's like, okay, let's tell them that we're gonna do background checks, but we're really not gonna do background checks. Let's just tell them that so that they will leave us alone. In my opinion, that's what he's doing. No, we are going to change the law, but really, and like we're just telling you that so that you will leave us alone about it.
Yeah. Basically, what I agree with what she's saying, but I think his anger's come because this reporter caught him in a lie, and he's getting defensive about you caught me, and I've got to cover myself. And it's going. In other words, they're not going to change their ways. The way they believe is the way they believe always. So it doesn't matter what they're saying. They're not going to get peace.
You're an Afghan,
Yes.
born and raised. Your country has been through a lot.
Yeah.
We have seen nearly 40 years of almost solid fighting.
Yeah.
I've been to Afghanistan many times. I've been to small villages, I've been to big cities. You talk to your average person, all they want is peace.
Yeah.
All they want is prosperity. All they want is hope for their children, healthcare, a better future. Can the Taliban guarantee that, as well as personal freedoms as well?
Yes. This is what our people want, which is good for our people. And we are, as in the basis of Islamic rules, we are servant of the people. A servant, what they want, and which is better for our people, for our country, we would like that. And we would work for that. Yes, based on the Islamic rules.
Hold on, we're gonna go back to the regular.
These invisible hearing aids could
Sorry, to the regular video. So, hold on.